Alright, here we go. Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master. Shadows. He is stronger than steel and moves faster than a whirlwind. Sometimes he hides in mud, other times he transforms his shape like an ever-changing cloud. Although his fighting spirit burns like fire, his mind is as calm as still water. Violation of the commandments. Should Shinobi fail before completing the mission, he will disappear before the dawn and vanish forever. Keep this knowledge in your heart and mind, from the secret manual of Oboro Ninjutsu. So it's not really much of a backstory. The story of this game is that the evil organization Neo-Zed has returned, which was from Revenge of Shinobi, and Joe Musashi, our hero, has to beat them again. It's really not any more complicated than that. Alright, so we got 4 difficulty settings. I normally play on hard, so I'll stick with that. You can choose how many shurikens you start with, which are your ammo. And you got your sound test, you got your control type, that's not important. But the thing about the difficulty is, easy you start with a full health bar and 9 lives. Normally you start with a full health bar and 3 lives. Or, no, easy it's 10 lives. Sorry about that. And normal is 3. Hard, you start with 3 lives with a shortened health bar, and Expert, it's 3 lives with a really short health bar. I can and have beaten this game on Expert, but because this is a Let's Play and I don't want to screw up too much, I'm going to play on Hard. Which is what I normally play on anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's get started here. Round 1, Zed's Resurrection. So between rounds, we get this nice map screen showing us what our current level is going to be like. And here we go. So the game is your basic side-scrolling action platformer. You have 3 buttons, A, B, and C. A does your ninjutsu magic, which is a powerful skill that has various effects. B is your basic attack. At a range, you'll throw a shuriken. At close range, you'll do a sword slash, or you'll do a close range attack. You can throw shuriken in the air, you can throw them while crouching. Oh, that's a bomb, don't want to touch that. And C is your jump button. If you double press C, you will do a double jump, spin jump in midair. You have various other skills. If you jump, hold down and press B, you'll do a drop kick. If you hold B, you'll block, which is a very important skill that I will show off in use up at the mid-boss. Yep, there's a double jump. You can cling to walls, or ceilings I mean, by holding up when you run into one. If you double tap forward, you'll run, and if you press B, you'll do a sword slash, which is your strongest attack in the game. Definitely want to make use of it sometimes. Here we are at the mid-boss already, though. So what you want to do is crouch and guard. Then hit him twice with the power-up, and you're good. So I guess I'll talk about the items now. These boxes scattered around have various items in them. What you just saw there was a 5 shuriken item. It gives you 5 shurikens. Because obviously they're not unlimited, unless you put in a cheat code, but I didn't. Right there you saw me get the extra ninjutsu icon, because that's not unlimited either. You've seen power up, you saw the 20 shuriken icon, which gives you 20 shurikens. Power up makes your attack stronger by tripling the damage. Oh yeah, you can do a wall jump too by bouncing off walls, pressing jump and towards it when you hit a wall. It's very important that you master that and the double jump by late in the game. So each stage is split into usually 2 parts. It's usually got 2 different types at least. Like, there might be more than 2 sections, but it's usually based into 2 parts. Like the first part of this one, we started in a forest and now we are in a cave. And then there's a 3rd part, which is usually the boss room. Now when you do your spin jump and you also press B in midair, you'll throw out a flurry of shurikens in about a 90-degree arc in front of you. There's also health icons in the boxes, and like large and small ones, as well as a extra life there, because it's nice to have extra lives. And it's boss time! We got this forearm guy with 2 swords and a spear, and he can only hit him when you get close to him. We also get to hear this awesome music track here. I really like this boss track. But anyway, he's done. 4 hits with the powered up shot does it. Round clear. That's simple. Alright, round 2, secret entry. Looks like we're going into some kind of secret base. Makes sense since it's called secret entry. And now we have something completely different. We're riding on a horse. The controls are basically the same, except some things are locked out. You can't double jump. You can still run, and you can do a dive kick, which isn't really a dive kick, but, you know. You can do a close range attack, it's just, you have to get really close, and it's not usually worth it. Now, there's no boxes, items just come running at you from either a jumping position or a ground position, and yeah, watch out for those, jump over them or you will get hit. So, I was talking about the boss music in the first round, and the music in this game is just amazing. I love this soundtrack. I mean, this game is just amazing in general. It is my favorite game of all time. But this track here is a prime example of why the soundtrack is great. I mean, you get this cool rock kinda, or rock and roll slash ninja soundtrack. It all fits together well. It's just great. Now this track here is one of my favorites, but it's not my exact favorite. That'll come in stage 4, and I'll talk a lot about that when we get to it. Alright, mid-boss. Played Revenge of Shinobi. We're fighting the Shadow Dancer. He only takes a few hits. Especially if you've got your power-up. But hey, we rode into the secret base. Time to go. This is a good time to learn how to guard. Because if you're not careful, those guys shooting at you will be a problem. Now I know just about... No, not just about, I know every secret in this game. I know where all the secret items are, all the extra lives, and all that crap. So I will show it all off, like you just saw there, and how to get to it. Oh, that might have taken off my... Yeah, it did, dang. I thought it was guarding. Okay, well now you'll get to see that these guys take 2 hits, not 1. And when you're powered up, your animations change a bit too. Like, when you're guarding, when you're just normal, you only guard with a knife or a shuriken in front of you. But it powered up, you got your sword out. Oh no, isn't that just annoying on the ears? Yeah, try not to walk in there, you will get crushed or left behind. So as I was saying, this is your basic action platformer. Like, the levels are very linear. There's very little times where you'll go through a level and you'll find different paths to take. So for the most part, you'll just be going from point A to point B, usually from left to right, but sometimes you're on an elevator like this, or sometimes you're in a maze type area. Well, one time at least. And but yeah, it's really simple to get into. Really easy to pick up and play. I mean, if you played this, or if you've played Revenge of Shinobi, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I said it earlier, but this game is a direct sequel to Revenge of Shinobi. It's called Shinobi 3 because it is the 3rd game in the overall Joe Musashi saga, I guess I'll call it. The first game being the original Shinobi on arcade. So usually when I do a game series, I start with the first one, but in this case I didn't because, well, I've never really played the original arcade Shinobi. I played it once or twice on the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, but that's about it. And as far as Revenge of Shinobi goes, I have played it and I have beaten it, but I never owned it. So it's not a game I'm quite as familiar as. This game, however, I know like the back of my hand. This is my favorite game of all time. I love playing this game all the time. And it's easy to see why. Everything's so smooth and responsive, the graphics look nice and big, they're colorful, the sound effects, the music. It's just a total package of a great game. Anyway, boss time! We got a brain in a jar. And, okay, well, he can be a little annoying. Right now he's reversed my control. When he's got that shield on, you can't hit him. And he's got 3 basic attacks. He's got that, warpy thing. He's got the lasers that he just shot. He comes down and he'll let out a bunch of bombs, and, obviously he didn't last. But hey, that was pretty good. Oh, I even got an extra life there.